Whether you're in short-term, midterm, whether you're a landlord, whether you're investing, whether you're flipping, whatever stage that you're in, there's going to be something for you that you can really grow in 2024.
Welcome to the Rental Property Owner and Real Estate Investor Podcast, brought to you by the Rental Property Owners Association, where real estate investors have found success since 1968. I'm your host, Brian Hamrick from Hamrick Investment Group. This episode is sponsored by Green Property Management, managing everything from single-family homes to apartment complexes in the West Michigan area. Find out more at greenpropertymgt.com. And RCB and Associates, helping real estate investors and small business owners navigate the complex world of health insurance and Medicare benefits at rcbassociatesllc.com. Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. It is January 1st, and we have a huge announcement to share with you about the RPOA's 2024 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference. And just like in past years, it will happen this February in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it is the must-attend event for real estate investors at every level. And this year, we're actually changing it up quite a bit. And to help explain how we are going to make this event even more impactful and exciting, I've invited Kathy Bartnick from the RPOA here today to help share the news. Kathy, thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me, Brian. Can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, well, it's exciting this year because every year we kind of do a post of review of the conference. How did it go? What do we want to change? How can we make it better every year? And for those who have been with us in the past, the RPOA annual conference has always been a big hit. And this year we've decided two things to change it up. Number one being the name of the conference. We've changed the name to the Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference because we do feel that we are bigger than just kind of like a landlord association and a Grand Rapids or West Michigan kind of event. This is really for anyone in the Midwest or really anyone around the nation who wants to get good real estate investing content from national speakers. The other big change is it kind of stemmed from last year when we sort of broke it up into two conferences, and we had the Short-Term Rental Association conference, and then we also had our regular RPOA annual conference. How did we decide to do it differently this year, Kathy?
Yeah, so I think it was a really good move. So we had such a success last year with the short term, doing that standalone conference and all the hype and all the attendance was really, really high and it went really well. And we thought, what a better way this year, let's just build on that momentum and let's put the two conferences together because there's such a crossover to people that do both. So now this conference, it's 2 days. You're going to have choices. We're going to have a short-term track. The entire day is going to go against, I don't know if long-term track's the right way to say it, but the real estate track. So there's going to be choices all day. And that's the first time that we've done that. So it's going to be very exciting where you're going to come to 2 full days. And whether you're in short-term, midterm, whether you're a landlord, whether you're investing, whether you're flipping, whatever stage that you're in, there's going to be something for you that you can really grow in 2024.
Yeah, and this is the first year we'll have done this where we have 2 speakers speaking at the same time in 2 separate rooms, of course, but both speaking at the same time. So you have double the amount of content that you can choose from in that 2-day period. So it's going to be really special. Why don't we talk about who our featured speakers are? Because we put together a stellar list of national speakers, both from the short-term rental world as well as like the other types of investing world. So who's first on our list of our featured speakers?
So Jeffrey Taylor is coming back again. He is so popular and such good content that we've asked him to come back again.
That's Mr. Landlord. He always shares great content on how to get your units leased up and find great tenants and keep them.
Yeah, and Anthony Chara is coming back, He hasn't been for several years, but he really, really good content on how to get into the apartment buying market. And I'm sure you have more comment about what his topic is.
Yeah, anyone interested in learning how to invest in multifamily or apartments, 2024 is going to be a real pivotal year. I think in the past 3 to 4 years, it's been a very competitive market. Lots of buyers out there competing for very limited product. 2024 is going to be different because of the distress we're seeing because of higher interest rates. There's not as many buyers out there. So it'll be really interesting to hear what Anthony has to say about that. But in multifamily and apartments, it's something to look at in 2024.
Yeah. Scott Meyer's coming back talking about self-storage.
Another great asset class, self-storage. If you have any interest in that, that is a great way to invest in real estate.
And then Adrian Smud is also coming. Brian, did I say his name right? I'm not sure.
I haven't interviewed him yet, so I can't tell you how to say it. It could be Smud, it could be Smood. Let's go with Smud.
Okay, Adrian Smud's coming. He's going to talk about mobile homes. So that's I've never heard him speak before, so I'm very, very excited to hear him and have him for the first time.
Yeah, we're kind of hitting all the big asset classes: mobile home investing, self-storage, apartments. Who else do we have speaking?
Yeah, so on the short-term side, we have Alex Jarbo that you have interviewed on your podcast before. So he's coming to talk a little bit about the short-term, his experience in that.
Yeah, management, kind of like new cutting edge management type techniques for short-term rentals. And he's also going to be on a panel that we're doing with Jeremy Garcia on investing in boutique hotels as well as resort properties.
That's right. And then Kira Middleton from the Jackson area, she lots of experience in short term. We attended the Jackson Association conference a few years back, and she spoke at that. Very excited to have her come. She's going to have a great insight. She's going to talk about short term from different areas all across the state.
I really don't have much to add about the short-term people, so I'll kind of let you keep going there.
Yeah, that's okay. And of course, Paul Isley's coming back. I mean, one of the most popular sessions that we do. We cannot wait to see him again, and we will thank that he's a partner with us.
Yeah, if you want your crystal ball into what the economy is going to be like in 2024, especially in West Michigan, Grand Rapids, and even around the country, Paul always brings the goods. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what he has to say about what we can expect in 2024.
Yeah. So those are our Jonathan Mass. So he's not national, but he is statewide in Michigan. And Jonathan Mass is going to be talking about AI in real estate in general, and also specifically in short term. So that'll be really interesting session on AI for us in real estate. How does that affect us? What do you do? Where do you start?
Yeah, if you're not figuring out how to leverage artificial intelligence, AI, in the way you do business, then other people are going to eat your lunch, because that is going to be revolutionary when it comes to investing in real estate. So that I'm really looking forward to hearing what Jonathan has to say as well.
Yeah, so those are our main speakers. We'll have panel discussions that we're going to talk about short-term strategies. We're going to talk about short-term regulation. We're going to be talking about, there's going to be roundtable discussions for short-term on different areas. Different experts are going to actually lead these table discussions, and it's going to be really great breakouts as well.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention Anthony Chara, who's coming to speak on apartments, will also be doing an apartment panel. So Anthony will be one of the guests on the panel. I'll be hosting that because I do have some apartments that I've invested in, and we'll have some other apartment investors there on the panel to answer any questions people have and give insight into apartment investing.
Yeah, another breakout's going to be PetScreening.com is going to be at our conference for the first time to talk to us about how do you handle those emotional support animals, service animals, what you can and cannot do in that situation. So we're looking forward to having them here. They're going to have a booth and they'll be speaking for us.
I'd like to take a moment to tell you about Green Property Management. Not only do they manage everything from single-family homes to apartment complexes in the West Michigan area, they also manage my entire portfolio. So I can tell you from personal experience that their unique flat fee management style is worth a closer look. If you feel that your property isn't operating to its fullest potential, then Green Property Management can help you take a holistic approach that will save you money, eliminate your headaches, and increase your net income. And if you're a property manager interested in applying Green Property Management's model, give them a call at 1-866-95-GREEN or visit them on the web at greenpropertymgt.com. If you're thinking of leaving your W-2 job and becoming a full-time real estate investor, one of the greatest costs you must consider is healthcare for you and your family. When I made this transition myself, I found the whole healthcare insurance process to be confusing and frustrating. That's why I'm glad I met Chad Creasy at RCB & Associates. Chad is a professional health insurance agent who helps real estate investors and small business owners understand and choose their best healthcare options. And best of all, his services are covered by the insurance company and won't cost you a dime. If you live in Michigan and are expecting a change in your healthcare insurance coverage for any reason, or losing employer coverage or transitioning into Medicare, then you owe it to yourself to contact Chad Creasy at rcbassociatesllc.com.
At the end of the day on Friday, Kathy, one of my favorite people in West Michigan is Ryan Kilpatrick, who's affiliated with Housing Next. If you want to know what's going on in West Michigan as far as housing and the development of new housing, which we so desperately need here in West Michigan, Ryan is the go-to person to get that information. He'll be presenting on opportunities for housing growth in West Michigan. So kind of a region-specific conversation that afternoon, but I'm really looking forward to that. One of the other things that's really popular every year is the deal room, which happens during lunch. And if you have a deal that you want to sell or bring investors in on, you can bring it to the room. Or if you're looking for a deal, looking for an opportunity to buy a single family house or mobile home or whatever, people always bring the most interesting opportunities into that room. So make sure you check out the deal room during lunch.
Yeah, absolutely. And another great part of the conference is our vendors. So we're going to have, 50 plus vendors that are going to be set up. They sponsor this event, which we thank them for so much. And they are going to have great products and services that you can come talk to them and really help your business in the future, getting bids, getting that budget ready for next year. So definitely stop by. Part of the ticket that you'll get is that you can just have full access to all those vendors and visit them and spend some time finding some vendors that you might need.
Yeah, we couldn't do this without our vendors, and we have the best vendors in the whole country. So I'm excited to say thank you to them for helping sponsor the event. Kathy, do you want to single out any? I mean, do you need to?
Yeah. We definitely want to recognize Boathouse Commercial Lending. They're our underwriter for the whole entire conference, and so we thank Fred. Fred's a member. He's on the committee, and his company has sponsored and done the underwriting for 2 years in a row. So we thank them for that.
Absolutely. And then Kathy, of course, we are still adding some speakers and some breakout sessions. The agenda isn't 100% set in concrete yet.
We're still looking to add one more keynote selling speaker, and then we've got a couple of breakouts that we're hoping to add in there too. So way more value for your money. We're adding more.
Yeah, so stay posted because we will have some other speakers and topics that we'll be talking about. The most important thing, and I think the best part about going to these conferences live is the other people who attend them, because you're in a room with like-minded people who are all looking to invest in real estate, further their financial freedom. Many of them are there trying to figure out ways to leave their W-2 job or bring in more income so they don't have to rely as much on their W-2 job. And this is the room you want to be in to listen to the different speakers, learn from them, maybe find some asset classes that you're really excited about and you want to pursue. So that's important, but then also just the networking, getting to meet these people, talk to the other attendees. I've met people who I've invested with. I've met partners there. There's always very interesting people in the room. So it really pays to be there in person. And I'm glad 3 years out from COVID that we're able to all meet together in the same room and enjoy these types of topics together.
Yeah, absolutely. The networking is just top notch. You just never know who you're going to sit next to and learn about their business, and it's going to help you. So the networking is probably one of the number one things that we hear why it's so important to attend. So definitely come on out to be educated and to network.
Absolutely. So Kathy, what do we want people to do? Where should they go to find out more about this, buy tickets? Where would you send them?
Yeah, so we're going to send you right to the website. Easiest way, it's just a couple clicks of a button and you're on. So it's the MidwestREIConference.com, and very easy. All the speakers are listed. The schedule will be there. The vendors that you can talk to are going to be there, and it's very easy just to sign up right online. You can always call our office, 616-454-3385 if you have any questions, but that website's going to be your direct hit just to order a ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. Kathy, I'm going to say it again. It's MidwestREIConference.com. Now, I have slipped up on some of my interviews with like Anthony Chara, and I've said MichiganREIConference.com. Both links will take you to the same website, Michigan REI Conference or Midwest REI Conference. This is the conference to attend here in the Midwest in Michigan. And we've had people from all over the country come and attend the conference, and they've really loved it. We've gotten a lot of great feedback from people who are just love the content that we're providing, the speakers that we bring in from all over the country, as well as the other attendees. So Kathy, thanks for coming on the show today and helping us share the message about the Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference. I look forward to seeing everyone there.
Thanks for having me.
I want to thank everybody for listening to this episode. I'm your host, Brian Hamrick from Hamrick Investment Group, and you can find out more about me by going to higinvestor.com. That's HIG investor.com.